This week's video, the one you're watching now, will be on YouTube. Next week's video will be on Patreon.
I don't believe this, but I'm clicking order anyway. Purchase complete. Your confirmation number is blah, blah, blah. I hope Alsco in Ohio is legit and I'm gonna get my ladder.
Later that day.
Good morning, Van. I apologize. Probably too expensive, blah, 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 blah.
It turns out finding a wooden ladder is what we used to call in the pre-e-commerce era a golden goose chase.
Hey, Daddy, I want a golden goose. I want one. I want a golden goose.
Had to race to Long Beach to find these beauties. And one of these will fit the loft perfectly. 1 hour of racing on the highway. My son is about to turn 5, and I think I've spent more one-on-one time with him during his first 5 years than my father was able to spend with me during my entire childhood. By the time he was 30, my dad had 4 kids. I'm 48, and I have 1. I finally got the wooden ladder on Father's Day. A couple of months ago, we built our boy's first bedroom. Isabel designed it, contractors built it. I get to do the desk, Hot Wheels track, and loft ladder. This episode is about relationships, and thank you BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode and teaching me how to improve my relationships. Therapy is an excellent entry point into understanding our minds, and BetterHelp is an excellent entry point into therapy. They have an online questionnaire that you fill out, very simple, basic questions, and answering the questionnaire connects you to the most appropriate therapist for your needs. If you don't like your therapist, you can switch to a different therapist, and BetterHelp will meet you at your comfort level, be it text, audio only, or audio video. A lot of these videos I make, you hear this narrator's voice say, the spirited man this, and the spirited man that. And that is me looking back at myself, looking back from a less emotional point of view at my behaviors and feelings. And I learned how to do that through working with therapists. So if you're curious about therapy or you're in need of a therapist, check out the link below, and there's also, it's the same link in the description. Thank you, BetterHelp. I thought about building a ladder, but ladders are deceivingly sophisticated to make, especially a nice lightweight ladder like the old wooden painter's step ladders. Just look at this thing. I just find them so beautiful.
You even put it on my foot.
Sorry, buddy, I wasn't paying close attention. All right,
So for the past 2 months or so, the boy had been climbing our 6-foot aluminum ladder up into his bed, and me too, to read to him. The 6-foot ladder was just too high, and the top step is a shin basher. And that's how come the 5-footer. Don't worry about those electrical wires. He knows not to lick them. Mini French bevels and a strip of 1/4-inch ply under the "this is not a step" to hang it. My dad worked with his dad in the family business, which must have been miserable. But our dad never pushed us into anything, thank God, and he respected our childhood. His kids, us, we were his hobby. My dad's not dead or anything. I was just thinking about him as I built these things for my boy.
It's a little desk for you. Sit down. I think I made it high. I made it a little high on purpose so I could sit there with you. Is that good? Good height?
Yeah.
My dad's name is Barry Neistat. And when I was a kid, people used to call him Barry Nice Guy. And they call me Van Meanstat. But keeping this boy alive, keeping my boy alive, helps keep the boy in me alive. And it's the boy in me that allows me to make these videos, I think. And I have my parents to thank for that, especially my dad.
Look up here. Up there.
Thanks, Dad.
Isn't that cool?
Can I put it on?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna get your cars.
But
Oh, this is pretty good.
oh.
Oh, it fell out of the bucket. It's supposed to fall in the bucket. Here, try the next.
And the debt we owe our parents, we pay unto our children.
Oh, I missed the bucket. I missed the bucket. Okay, I'll give you these three. Here, try these.
On this week's Patreon only video,
If I was to make a YouTube video about the honest, biggest conflict in my life, almost every week it would be, what am I gonna make for a video? And then the conflict of making that video. So this week, I am indulging in that conflict